Ji, Assalamu alaikum. It's a pleasure to be here. I'll just introduce myself and then Usman can introduce himself. Monis Rahman, मैं ऑनलाइन इकोसिस्टम में बहुत अरसे से इन्वॉल्व हूँ पाकिस्तान में 2003 से इन्वॉल्व हूँ लॉन्ग टाइम अगो about 20 years ago और उस वक्त मैंने first startup in Pakistan was Rosie.pk जो कि एक जॉब्स प्लेटफॉर्म है हमने स्टार्ट किया था ना स्मॉल रूम इन माय हाउस उस वक्त सारे जॉब एड्स अखबारों में आते थे और हमारी ये सोच थी कि ऑनलाइन आने चाहिए क्योंकि ये हर जगह हो रहा है तो वी लॉन्च rosie.pk और उस वक्त जो न्यूज़पेपर्स थे दे didn't think highly of us, we were a small startup मगर फिर सारे जॉब्स जब ऑनलाइन आने लगे हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर तो all of a sudden it was more of a they don't care to they don't like us. तो उस वक्त मुझे याद है कि वो Microsoft का एक इश्तहार आया था न्यूज़पेपर में and that was for Internet Explorer जिस पे रोज़ी का पेज था because हमने कुछ integrations की थी सारे अखबारों ने उस front page ad को block कर दिया तो what I'm trying to say is कि I have a lot of history in the early days of the internet और अब I'm running an e-commerce and a fintech startup, a dukaan that brings SMEs online, उनको online tools देते हैं to sell, to buy from their distributors, to make the digital payments, उनको हम score करके उनको loans देते हैं, and we've built the entire ERP for the supply chain from the customer all the way up to the manufacturer. तो ये इस तरह के काम करते हैं. We have Usman with me who's here from I think all over the world. So I'll let Usman introduce himself and he's doing some amazing work as well. Over to you, Usman.
जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम मेरा नाम उस्मान बरकत है आई एम चीफ प्रोडक्ट ऑफिसर एट algo.com. I see that on the screen as well. I have a fair understanding of this ecosystem. Born and bred in Lahore, raised in Lahore, worked in Lahore for a very long time. Started my own consulting firm back in 2016. From there onward, I started working with Algo. That relation very quickly became a much more inclusive relationship. We are a company based out of Michigan, Troy. We solve for demand planning right down to from midstream supply chain for finished good right down to the last mile and on-shelf optimizations. And Algo primarily works for more than 30 Fortune 100 companies today. So a lot of Fortune 100 companies use algo.com to run their demand planning, inventory planning, replenishment, allocation decisions, all those optimizations that are required to run an supply chain optimally. Algo is behind that. So it's a pure play SaaS platform that enables all those workflows. And like the gentleman from Orange startup was saying, the types of AI companies, we are AI-enabled platform, I would say, number 3 on his list. And we believe in human-curated AI, and this is a term that we have recently became very fond of, especially after the induction of generative AI by a lot of companies. But that's us. See, we have the platform is built for scale, I would say. Last night, a report that I'm privy to, tells me that there are about 2.3 billion SKU location combinations that we churn every day. So we work with the likes of Target, Best Buy, Walmart, Dollar General, Family Dollar, all studios of the world, Microsoft, Meta are my customers. So we see scale, we see scope, we understand how do we have to use certain optimizations to manage certain workflows so that we can cater to those scales and scope. So that's a little bit about me. So we'll try and talk more around कि हमने इस AI को harness कैसे किया हुआ अगर किया हुआ तो किसी form के अंदर in दुकान and at Algo, and we'll try and give some insights and we'll try and make it interactive as well. So feel free to ask questions. You know our domain now. I'm more into distribution, retail, relationships, optimizing for the supply chain. Monas is one of the biggest startups of Pakistan, I would say, and is solving for the biggest problem and opportunity for a lot of us. So here we are. Monas, back to you.
Yeah, Usman, it's interesting because I'm learning a lot about what you're doing. बहुत amazing काम है. This is it's a very sort of deep vertical ERP that's managing very complex processes that maybe organizations today are solving with 2 or 3 other sort of softwares. और आप लोगों ने उसको सारा merge करके you've given them one clean stack. So this is a example of a vertical SaaS. So people who study sort of models and business models, this is a very powerful sort of a business model if you can find a vertical use case that's very complicated and build a sort of an SAP for it in a new way. So this is a very good, strong emerging trend that Algo is doing. And obviously AI ka role to is now coming in every software. But where I want to sort of connect the dots between what you said and what we're doing, because I'm trying to find out where we are in the ecosystem. We also work in sort of a supply chain, and but we're in a different piece of the ecosystem. So I just want to sort of speak about that and then hand it over to you. तो अब देखें यहाँ पर in emerging markets, the FMCG market, consumer market is very large, but बहुत informal है. It's not very well organized. ये आपके you have distributors, retail stores हैं. You've got the corner stores अच्छे खासे होते हैं who eventually buy from the distributors, and the distributors then have deals with manufacturers, or they have a distributor above them, उनके through deal करते हैं, and then they get the supplies from the manufacturer, और ये पूरा जाके it gets sold in the store. So emerging markets हमारी तरह ये पूरा सारा कुछ हो रहा है, but इसका जो data कहीं नहीं है क्योंकि manually भी हो रहा है, and same problem, it's fragmented, it's not interconnected systems. So coming from where Algo sort of seems to have maybe a gray sort of boundary, I'm sure uske aage bhi aap log, we come in with the distributor. So we basically tell whoever we work with, if it's a Unilever, we're working with a PTC, if it's Pepsi, we say कि देखें, this is a software platform we're going to give to your distributors and their order bookers and their salesmen, the delivery, उनके जो storekeepers हैं, इनके ऊपर apps भी चलती हैं. ये पूरा workflow हमने deeply automate किया है. We've connected financial rails for the Pakistani ecosystem. These apps work offline. तो हमारा ये goal है कि ये जो अगला layer है, इसको online लेके आएं and sort of give them the tools, because they're going to be left behind unless ये इस new wave का हिस्सा बनते हैं. Until they come online, they won't be able to use AI. तो ये सारा chain है. और फिर उन retail stores पे जाके we put our super apps. So Easy Paisa के साथ we have a partnership. For example, we're talking to people in the Philippines, Gcash, etc., etc. तो हम ये अपने जो wallets हैं, we brand it with like a partner like Easy Paisa, and it becomes a digital banking app for the retailer. उसके ऊपर retailer can make their payments directly to the distributor. They can order stock through the distributor because हमारा software interconnected है. And then finally, because there's a financial wallet, इसके अंदर सारा है, ये data credit score करते हैं, और उस retailer को फिर हम real time loan देते हैं to buy from the distributor, and the money goes to the distributor, so there's a cash risk, and we know, okay, that product sells well for him. तो ये एक new ecosystem create हो रहा है that connects very well with this higher end ecosystem. So it's quite exciting, and just a new trend to just, I'm sure everybody knows, but it'll be interesting for you to know too, कि अभी हमारा Rast P2M QR code आने वाला, and if you don't know what this is, you should know. So I'm going to spend 1 minute talking about it. Yeah. This Rast person to merchant QR code, this is an initiative of our State Bank of Pakistan, and they have built a separate switch like the OneLink switch, but ये free है or real or instant है. There's a lot of sort of friction points with the current switch. But इसमें उन्होंने ये mandate किया है कि हर बैंक can issue a Rast QR. मतलब हबीब बैंक में आपका अकाउंट है, जैस कैश में आपका Rast QR होगा. वो जो Rast QR है किसी भी ऐप के थ्रू रीड हो सकता है, लाजमी रीड होगा. तो ये the merchant could have a bank at for example Easy Paisa. You could have an account at Allied Bank, और आप अपनी Allied जो बैंक के थ्रू उसको स्कैन जब करेंगे तो instantly उसके पास आ जाएंगे पैसे. Imagine how easy it's made it, any to any. Or फिर, now the problem is how do you build acceptance for them? So now we're launching, a few other people are launching sound boxes, which is a $10 pause device with a QR code. जो उसको scan करते हैं उसमें आवाज़ आती है कि आ गए पैसे, because the merchant's hands are occupied and busy. तो उसका cash in भी आ रहा है through a digital channel, और जब cash in आ रहा है through a digital channel, वो आगे जाके spend भी करेगा. तो ये पूरी chain is now interconnected, and it's ripe for amazing AI. Over to you.
Absolutely. I think what you've touched upon is really important. We classify that internally into two separate areas. One is this ecosystem, जिसको हम बोलते हैं brand and manufacturer ecosystem, where there are a lot of principals, brand owners, they reside. So a lot of solutions that we make, a lot of them are for them. For example, we talk to the likes of Microsoft and say, आपने अगर अपने Surface computers की Xbox gaming की demand planning करनी है, so they fall into that industry vertical segment, I would say. And then there is a segment that we call as channels, distributors of Microsoft that are taking from them and then selling into retailers, and retailers selling into omni-channel retailers and e-commerce retailers. So we need to classify that into two separate ecosystems. What you're dealing with primarily is very downstream in nature, and we try and solve more of upstream challenges.
Fantastic.
But what you're trying to explain here is the importance of collecting data. Companies like Algo, we try and create a decision support system that sits on top of this data rich environment, and in absence of any data that is at that grain, nothing can work, no optimization can really work. So having to have an ecosystem in place where you have that transaction ID or a point of sale action recorded on that grain of retailer, that becomes really invaluable in order to run these optimizations, because a lot of these optimizations have to be true bottom up. And when we say true bottom up, that means it has to have a grain of timestamp, location, and SKU in order for it to work. And in absence of that kind of an ecosystem, what happens is we have to rely on AI and some form of dataverse to augment and mock that data to run those models. So what happens today is, in absence of that information, we try and mock that information up, or we try and create a grain that is not at that level, but one level up. So for example, if you have to generate a demand forecast for, let's say, and you probably, once you go and visit us there, you'll find that we do it for a lot of studios of the world. Actually, no studio in the world is an exception to Algo. So we work with everybody without an exception, from Disney to Mattel to Universal, everyone. And everyone uses Algo today to generate their demand forecast, to generate their allocations, to generate their replenishment orders, to raise orders to their Mexican suppliers in order to acquire, let's say, material to make CDs and so on and so forth, to talk to retailers like Walmarts, कि उनके planograms के अंदर ये package media ने कहाँ जाके किस shelf के ऊपर कितने number of facings के साथ display होना है. So we have to generate those demand forecast. And in order to generate a demand forecast for a movie, let's say a new release, it has to be true bottom up, that how many facings are allocated on a retailer for that particular product for it to be accumulated, try and figure out comparables for that new release item, and then figure out what are the seasonality curves around that, what is the launch cycle curves, what is the decay cycle curves, what is the impact of cannibalization when a movie in a new genre is added to the shelf. All that has to be calculated at a true bottom-up level for it to work and accumulate to a point where you are able to now see that, okay, I need to generate, let's say, 70 million DVDs for this particular release. So that information is entirely dependent upon that dataverse. And what makes it exciting now, and where there is an actual AI in play for us, that this information, which is true to that product, true to that channel, native to that principle or brand, is not enough anymore. So now they have to ask for what they call innovation forecasting. How do we generate, how do we add syndicate information, third-party market information, census information, demographic information, to figure out additional trends around that consumption pattern so that you can predict demand at a better stage or predict allocations at a better stage. So that is how we are geared up.
Again, this is lessons for us in Pakistan. I think a lot of people are operating here. What this really shows us, Algo charges a lot of money for its software. It's not cheap software. I think it's in the millions, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So the higher up the food chain you sell, if I sell directly to the manufacturer for my SaaS, I can charge millions. But I need to create the value that's worth it, right? And I want to speak about that in a second. And if I come all the way down to the retailer, I can't charge in the millions, I charge a very small amount. So the pricing of your SaaS is directly related to where you are inside the supply chain. So Algo has gone for the high end. Obviously, that's where the most cash is. But what organizations like Algo have also done is that they've realized this vertical integration of processes, if you digitize them and interconnect them, which previously wasn't happening because alag-alag the methods, kuch haath se likh rahe the, kuch Excel mein ho raha tha, kuch idhar. इन्होंने जब वो data combine किया है, if they combine 5 sources of data, AI के बाद, analytics के बाद, उस data की value didn't grow by 5x, it grew by 1,000x, the kind of insights that they're able to draw. So the insight is when you take integrations across supply chains, across processes and combine them into a digital medium and you can harness the data, फिर उसके ऊपर AI वगैरह भी चल सकता है. अब हमारा मसला क्या है? Let's talk about Pakistan. अगर आपके systems online ही नहीं है, you will never be able to utilize this efficiency. If you give Usman your data for this chain, Usman's going to help you earn 2-3 times as much money that you're earning now. He's going to help you make more money. That's why you're paying him millions, right? तो अब आपकी इकोनॉमी का फ़ायदा हो गया. You become more productive because there's a digital sort of footprint that AI can operate on. हमारा मसला पाकिस्तान में ये है कि हमारी तो इकोनॉमी ऑफलाइन है, वो रिटेलर ऑफलाइन है. उसके he's doing the cash के, you know, all the transactions that they're doing in cash. The distributors online, उसका order booker जो है वो हाथ से order लिखता है. We don't know which SKUs are going. So this is a massive challenge for the country, and ये local challenge है जो हम ही solve करेंगे. कोई अमेरिका से आके ये मसला नहीं solve करने वाला हमारे लिए.
Absolutely.
And this is why हमारी जो पूरी जो है philosophy, we've been studying the local market to understand कि user acceptance कहाँ पर है. ये जो sound box हम लेके आ रहे हैं, which is very user friendly. Any store, कोई भी आपका corner store ये sound box लगा दे, रास का QR लगा दे, Jazz Cash का लगा दे, जहाँ पर भी account है, उसकी online sales शुरू हो गई हैं. You have digitized him. और जब इसके आएंगे, money comes, it's going to come into his mobile app, wallet, वो इस्तेमाल करेगा. अब एक दफ़ा उसमें आ गए, he's going to spend. Then you have to build software for the various pieces. But जैसे ये सब कुछ होता है, तो if one of our FMCGs is using Usman's software, then you know what? That FMCG can run all these beautiful queries he told you, and they can trace it right back to the individual Kriana store with how much every day they sell. Whatever product. इस तरह की जो granularity आएगी ऊपर से नीचे, the efficiency through AI and data analytics जो इस ecosystem में वापस हम फेंकेंगे, it will grow the entire ecosystem, it will grow the economy. तो ये जो AI की बातें कर रहे हैं, you're talking about data, this is an example where if you properly use technology and AI and you get it adopted, you can increase the GDP of the country by 10-15%. आपके जो SMEs हैं, they're currently 40% of your GDP.
And you know, another use case of AI monist here is, once you're able to generate that information at a grain level, you don't have to have the complete footprint of that grain. By that, what I mean is, for example, on that Kirana store, if you are generating the point of sale information, then you are able to calculate the sell-through onto that Kirana store. And when, in absence of any inventory ecosystem there, you're still able to predict what are my sell-throughs and anticipate what are my stock, let's say, safety stock levels there, and be able to provide them with suggestive orders. And there's a lot of goodness that can generate from that level, right up the chain to suppliers and to distributors, telling them that this is the potential of their product. Okay, now, what distributors have at their hand at today in your ecosystem is the sell-in information. And sell-in globally is a term used for the products dispatched from distributors to retailers. That is what they call as sell-in. So distributors के पास sell-in पड़ा, अगर आप point of sale से generate करवा लें sell-through की information कि बिका क्या है, you are able to calculate how much inventory is there in the system, and then you are able to generate tons of other use cases such as expire होने वाला तो नहीं है, मेरा consumption क्या है, मेरा seasonality pattern क्या है, मेरे price and promotion behaviors क्या हैं किसी एक product के ऊपर, and with only these two components, you are able to do a lot more. And there's a layer that Algo has generated over the last 2 years, which we are calling as augmented business intelligence, ABI, which really means that you are able to now pass on actionable insights to a lot of your channel players. So it's multi-echelon supply chain environment ke andar. Now you are able to provide your distributor with, okay, this is the ecosystem that you serve. इतनी डिमांड होती है इस प्रोडक्ट की सीजनैलिटी के पीरियड के ऊपर, ये सेल थ्रूज होते हैं और ये लॉस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी है जो आपको इस पीरियड के अंदर आपको ऑप्टिमाइज करने की ज़रूरत है. So what we have done with the recently a retailer, I won't be able to name it for the purpose of confidentiality. Recently with a retailer at Asia Pacific in Australia specifically, we were able to deploy this, and within weeks, multi-million dollar SaaS subscription of this platform was recovered within weeks. So there was so much lost opportunity, so much lost sales opportunity happening there that we were able to identify that, and we were able to provide those actionable insights to the right vendor, supplier base, distributor base, that, okay, this is how you use your typical machine learning and AI-based segmentations or clustering of your stores, and then this is the right assortment mix that you need to provide and place at those stores, and this is how those seasonality curves come into play. So utilizing all that information, now they were able to identify out-of-stock opportunities. They were able to identify overstocking opportunities. They were able to identify inventory balancing opportunities. They were able to identify price correction opportunities. They were able to identify end-of-life opportunities for their products. And we're not talking about kuch 100, kuch 1000 products. We're talking about billion of SKU location combinations every day. And there's a lot of AI at play. And the term that I earlier used is, and we are using this in augmented business intelligence environment as well, is this human curated AI. So right now, a lot of the client base that we work, and I'm sure the client base that Monas is going to serve, will be expecting some form of fidelity, high accuracy from the numbers that your system is generating. So in order to generate that high fidelity, highly accurate forecast, you need to have some form of a grain assessment at your software to identify and say, okay, this is the machine generated forecast at that grain. And now I'm gonna, as a human, as a domain expert, I'm gonna curate it and add those curation touch points back into my system to make my baseline forecast more robust for going forward. So this is the loop that we were able to identify. And unfortunately, being Pakistani, being Lahori at heart, I was able to do that from 2016 till 2019 in Pakistan. You know, there was hardly any success because of absence of a lot of information for what technology that we had at play. And now globally, Fortune 13, Fortune 40 companies are using this, alhamdulillah.
So, so I mean, you know, there are many obvious problems once you get this deep into the workflow and supply chain and purchasing patterns and business issues. बहुत से areas हैं that are just so obvious and easy to fix. I think we have a competition coming from someplace over here. तो अगर आप आपको भी मतलब microphones मतलब दे सकते हैं, but then you'll have to entertain us. अच्छा, ठीक है. So I was saying that there are lots of these kind of business opportunities, and for example, आपको मैं एक obvious example देता हूँ. आप लोग जाते हैं अपने जो market में, वहाँ से अंडे खरीदते हैं, दूध, आटा खरीदते हैं ना, वहाँ पर जो store है, he needs to buy आटा for you because आप आते हैं और लोग आते हैं तो आटा खरीदता है. वो आटा अपने कैश से खरीदता है. जो भी कैश उसके पास होता है वो जाके आटा खरीदता है क्योंकि मेरे इतनी सेल तो होती है. ठीक है, उसने ले लिया आटा, आप वहाँ पर आ गए और आपने आटा खरीद लिया. मैं चला गया, उसने कहा जी आटा तो ख़त्म हो गया है. तो मैंने कहा यार और लाओ. उसने कहा मेरे पास तो है नहीं, पैसे ही नहीं है. We spent किया now, you know, so now he's revolving his cash. अगर उसके पास ज़्यादा कैश होता तो ज़्यादा आटा लेता because there's need for more आटा, but वो ले नहीं सकता क्योंकि उसके पास कैश नहीं है. But जब वो आटा बेचता है तो he makes a 10% of a return on it. So it's guaranteed कि अगर आप उसको थोड़ा सा उधार दे दें, उसका तो बहुत profit होगा. Every week he's making a profit of 10%. महीने में he's making 40% profit on the money. उसको आप दे दो capital, you'll make so much money. So why don't we give them loans? Because in formal economy में you can't identify these opportunities, and once you interconnect these digital stacks, उधर ही बड़ा क्लियर हो जाता है कि यार इसको तो लोन दे दो यार इसको बेचारे को, और आपका फायदा होगा इसको, यू मेक अ लॉट ऑफ मनी, और वो बहुत सेफ लोन है, हम ये करते हैं। एंड उन लोन्स की डिफॉल्ट रेट इज ओनली 3%, अनडॉक्यूमेंटेड, नो पेपर्स, जस्ट डेटा। तो अब बिकॉज ऑफ दिस डेटा एंड दिस एफिशिएंसी ही इज मेकिंग मोर मनी, वो ग्रो कर रहा है, हिज स्टोर इज ग्रोइंग बिकॉज somebody gave him credit. He's also made money or she's also made money. This can only happen with data if you digitize your transactions.
What an amazing example, and I see the sign time over, but I want to touch upon it. So globally, there is a phenomena for everybody's understanding that they call as unconstrained forecast and constrained forecast. The classic example that just Munis explained here is a workflow of a constrained environment where he was constrained by his cash. He was constrained by, let's say, minimum supply. Somebody was constrained by chip shortage in Taiwan, right? So on and so forth. There has to be, in parallel at Algo, we use a lot of AI to determine unconstrained workflows as well. And the difference between constrained and unconstrained is that potential, and I love this use case that you just explained, that how financial institution can use that. And if somebody is providing you with the forecast, let's say of 90% plus forecast accuracy, and that trust is there that whatever is provided.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Usman. We're doing 100 of these loans a day in a digital manner with Easy Pesa today. Ye live children through data.
Amazing. So that's where the unconstrained constrained relationship comes into play, and that provides like a leverage or a guarantee for the lender that this is a true potential and a true return that can be generated. So I'll encourage everybody to, if there are any questions, please, please, go ahead.
Look at the reality in Pakistan. There are more than 5 million merchants in Pakistan, and there are less than 200,000 that have any digitalized point of sale. Less than 200,000. How we can get there to better coverage so that they can use...
I'm sorry, I missed the first. There are under 200,000 what?
No. There are more than 5 million merchants in Pakistan. Pakistan is a large city in a population point of view. बहुत merchants हैं यहाँ पे. सिर्फ उसमें से 2 लाख से कम मर्चेंट जो हैं वो पॉइंट ऑफ सेल है उनके पास, डिजिटल पॉइंट ऑफ सेल है. वो एफबीआर से डरते हैं, टैक्स देने से डरते हैं, तो इसके चक्कर उसको कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे आप?
सर बहुत अच्छा सवाल है, एंड आई हैव अ पीएचडी इन दिस नाउ, क्योंकि मैं तो इन स्टोर्स पे जाके अपना सॉफ्टवेयर इंस्टॉल, अपने ऐप्स करके उनके साथ आई बीन वर्किंग विद देम, आई टॉक टू देम, इश्यूज़ क्या आ रहे हैं, तो आई रियली स्पेंट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम ऑन दिस, एंड अब हमारा प्लेटफॉर्म इज गोइंग वेल एट स्केल. जहाँ तक पॉज की बात है, इसमें बहुत सी रीजंस, आई कैन गो ऑन फॉर एवर, बट आपके जो छोटे स्टोर्स हैं, दे हैव टू मैनी क्लाइंट्स in front of them, they have to handle cash and they're doing everything, तो pause actually slows them down. वो जो आपके small वाले हैं वो pause नहीं इस्तेमाल करते. I actually put pause machines at them and I figured out यार ये एक हाथ से ले रहा है, एक हाथ से बात कर रहा है, इसीलिए वो अपना फ़ोन भी उस पर full time engage नहीं कर सकता, because even if you put software on his phone, वो भी अपना फ़ोन he's using for other things and calls, he can't put it on the business the whole time, charger वगैरह. तो ये these are basically functionality. If we understand his user behavior, तो expecting it to happen is unreasonable. It shouldn't happen. होना नहीं चाहिए. तो अब the third point you mentioned was sort of a tax net वाला issue, which is something we hear all the time कि यार ये लोग नहीं आएंगे, they don't want to be in the tax net and they don't want to be taxed. That's true about 50% of the time, but 50% of the time it's not true. उनके पास already accounts हैं, Easy Paisa है, Jazz Cash, they're doing everything, right? But some people do slow down. ये number बहुत तेजी से shrink हो रहा है और shrink होगा. क्यों होगा? FBR भी आ जाएगा पीछे, ये तो होना ही होना है, right? As you get data, FBR is going to also see that data. But ये इसलिए होना है कि सारी जो हमारी अभी हुई हैं बातें, everything we talked about, उसको loan भी मिल रहा है, he's doing online transaction, businesses optimization, he's able to hook up with his suppliers, and he's able to do the payments because he's got the cash in through like a digital channel, cash out. The efficiency this new ecosystem is bringing is much more than the tax he's going to save. This is economic reality. ये eventually होगा, कब होगा I can't predict. मैं तो आपसे कह रहा हूँ 5 साल के अंदर you're going to be seeing completely new. हमने कुछ नहीं करना, हमने बस रोकना नहीं है, इट्स ऑलरेडी हैपनिंग.
इसमें आपका साउंड बॉक्स कुछ प्ले कर सकते हैं तो you have to streamline, right, and
जी,
make
sir.
it seamless for them, right?
Gee, and the sound box, that's why I'm excited about the sound box, because I can basically give this away for free. I can give every merchant a device. He doesn't need to know any tech. There's a QR code. आप आते हैं यार ऑनलाइन लेते हो, हाँ इसे स्कैन करो, स्कैन करेगा, उसमें से आवाज़ आएगी, उसका ठीक आ गए पैसे. Right? That's it. That's easy. As opposed to a $300 Android based जो pause machine उसको दे रहे हैं, एक तो afford भी नहीं कर पा रहे. We put up 1,000. So all of these things make it accessible. And सबसे important बात ये है कि हमारी आवाम के लिए, हमारे use case के लिए, हमने उनका user behavior, we have to understand it. Don't expect them to do something that's unreasonable कि जी वो पान वाला आपका जो pause लगा के उधर बैठ जाए, नहीं होगा. Right? This is like the classic Aesop's जो fable है कि the stork invited a fox over for a dinner and placed the food at the bottom of a long flask. वो नीचे था खाना, so he wasn't able to reach it. So you have to make sure this technology is within the reach of our people. और वो काम हम ही कर सकते हैं because we understand them.
Any additional questions?
Yes, I have a question that you're targeting local public like dukandars, but we don't have that much awareness because they don't have like devices through that they can connect with us. I've been working on a website. I'm targeting local mazdoors, but how can we make an awareness so that they can come on board with us?
अच्छा, great question by the way. Another area I'm very involved in. हमारी एक और site है called rozgar.pk. This is also for Mazdoor. This was a Rosie project, really a CSR project. और रोज़गार में हमने we built a very easy to use voice driven user interface. They don't need to read or write. They just hit a button. When they want to talk, they can speak in with their voice. और हमने ये we launched a sort of web platform. We reached out on Facebook. बहुत सारे आ गए थे लोग. फिर हमने कहा इसको और भी आसान करते हैं. What do these people use? They use WhatsApp. आराम से इस्तेमाल कर लेते हैं. तो then we build like a WhatsApp flow कि उसके through voice notes हमें options बताएं. अब तो हमारा यार AI आ गया है. So today, very easily and cheaply, you can ask the Mazdoor to even speak in Urdu. You can send that to Chat GPT, OpenAI की API. It understands Urdu. It will transcribe it into English. उसमें से चीज़ें आप. तो I'm saying कि अब AI and ये सारी जो online platform जो लोग online आ रहे हैं, you are going to be doing unbelievable things with people you never thought it would be possible to do. They will even pay you online soon. The Mazdoor will pay you online soon.
I have a question. जब इतने ज़्यादा vendors involve हो रहे हैं, POS involve हो रहे हैं, merchant involve हो रहे हैं, तो उनकी CX measurement हम कैसे करेंगे? Like customer experience measurement है, फिर उसके अलावा point of sales के साथ आपका easy पैसा जैसे wallets involve हो रहे हैं. तो जब कोई प्रॉब्लम आता है रिगार्डिंग पेमेंट आता है, ऑन बोर्डिंग आता है, तो इतने ज़्यादा जब लोग इन्वॉल्व हो जाएंगे, एंड ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन कि मिलियन ऑफ मर्चेंट्स पाकिस्तान में है, इतना बड़ा नेटवर्क है, तो हम उसको कैसे मेजर करेंगे? ये एक बहुत बड़ा फिगर है, इसमें CSR बहुत ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व होगा, ऑटोमेटेड चैट बॉट्स एंड स्टफ, तो ये कितना बड़ा एक चैलेंज है हमारे लिए?
सर ये देखें, इसकी आई थिंक द गुड न्यूज़ इज़ फ्रॉम मेजरमेंट इसकी बहुत आसान है. Because payments, usage, clicks, we have all of this data coming already in. So today I can give you the data you're asking for in our platform. How many are clicking, how many are transferring, क्या हो रहा है, amounts कितनी जा रही हैं. ये तो रोज़ देखते हैं ना, we have a dashboard of sort of KPIs. So we see the dashboard, we say, यार, that's really impressive. अब क्योंकि इतना impressive है, because we're moving from a low base offline to online, everything is impressive. The problem is कि are we being happy too early? मतलब अगर इधर तक है हम कह रहे हैं ये तो बड़ा सही है, should it really be here? उस वक्त फिर आप कहते हैं अच्छा ये flow क्या है, where's the friction? You find the friction point. Okay, let's use WhatsApp instead of web here or app here. उसमें फिर AI लगा के देखते हैं. So these are millions of iterations that automatically happen, and it's not me that has to do it or you. ये पूरी industry will do it because हमारा interest है कि सबसे ज़्यादा transactions जाएं और clock हो और loans हो, क्योंकि फिर हमारी आमदनी उससे होती है. So this will naturally happen. But it will only happen once we start focusing on solving local problems locally instead of sort of making a reliance on some big thing कि यार Google आके हमारे लिए ये मतलब issue ठीक करेगा. ये मतलब हम जैसे जो लोग हैं हमें ने मतलब हमने ये करना है. And I think this is a national service because you can actually change the fate of the country. You can transform our economy if all of us start to do this.
Okay, ji, thank you very much for your questions. Thank you, Future Fest and Ijad Labs, for having us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.